Here we go. Now let's check out the clutch. This is our 7 1/4 inch twin disc clutch. So, as you can see, disc 1, disc 2. We're going to end up taking these pressure plate bolts out, and we'll strip it down to just a flywheel. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We'll pull the pressure plate off. Actually, we just got to make sure all this goes in the same order. Okay guys, here we are, relocated to the floor to get this transmission on. So the first thing we did is just cleaned up this plate just so it looks a little better. I just sprayed brake cleaner on it and wiped it off. That is just going to go on like so. Just so we can get it on. There we go. Then you got to get over that dowel there. And we're going to do the clutch, the flywheel, and the transmission. So let's get started. So what we have here is, this is the Clutchmaster twin disc clutch. So this goes on here, just like so, and that's our pressure plate and our flywheel. This is one of the discs. This is a steel disc, and then this is the top steel. So we're gonna get this all together, and we're gonna try to show you guys a little bit of how to do it. I really don't have a lot planned for this video, so it's really just gonna be installing the clutch, flywheel, and transmission. That's really all I have planned. So let's get it done though. Let's get to work. That's pretty much it. So you can okay guys, I'm going to take 2 bolts, and I'm just going to put them in to get everything started. This will just push the flywheel down into place. So now, take these out, and our next step okay guys, so I know it's hard to okay guys, so the next step is really just going to take okay guys, so the next step is going to be to put red Loctite. So I use Loctite 263. We're going to put these on all of the crank bolts. So this will just like that. And actually I put a lot on that one, so I'm even going to wipe some away. Good. And one more. There's that. So they give you a plastic alignment tool, and I always heard that it's better to use a metal alignment tool. So this is the alignment tool. It's always better to use a metal one when you're using multi-disc clutches. So I don't know if that's just something that's an optional thing you can buy or what the deal is, but I think I may end up purchasing one at some point in time, maybe the next time we install a twin disc clutch. So I'm sure that we will end up taking this clutch off at some point, and actually we'll probably end up having to go 3 disc at some point. So when we do that, we'll definitely make sure we have the metal alignment tool. So this is our new throwout bearing and our new pilot bearing. So we want to this isn't even a bearing, it's really just bushing. That's what that's what Nissan uses. So I want to see here. As you can see, the existing one is actually really tight. I don't think it's really worth changing. This one's in such good shape, I really don't even want to replace it. It's just kind of a waste of time. You could grab a little puller, get it out, but as it stands now, I know it hasn't been in there very long because this was an automatic car that somebody swapped a 5-speed into in Japan. So it has a Skyline 5-speed attached, and it is originally an automatic engine. So with that being said, we are gonna use the existing pilot bearing and keep this one as a spare for if we ever have to change it, or if we ever are doing work on the engine and we feel the need to change it, we can. For now, we'll just keep going on with the clutch install. So let's go. So these stack just like, I don't know if I can even show you, just like that. So this is bottom, one up, next one up, this is top, and then that's the pressure plate. So what I'll do next is take our pressure plate, and again, this doesn't have any steel on built into it like a normal pressure plate would. It just has this disc here, and that pushes on the first steel. So let's go. All right. So actually that went very smoothly. Ooh, that was dumb. Let's grab those bolts. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this whole stack and we're just gonna line the shaft on the pilot bearing. And then we're just gonna start each screw just barely. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out each bolt individually and just put a little bit of red Loctite on it. So just like not even much, just a few threads at the end, and I'm just gonna snug it back down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna tighten them down even more. Okay guys, so we got the clutch installed, as you can see, and it looks great, you know, so look at that. Okay guys, I've never seen this before. Well, I guess I saw it when I did my Skyline, but I didn't really notice. The actual throwout bearing is pressed onto a like sleeve that goes on the input shaft. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to press this off and put the new one on. The throwout bearings look very similar, but they're not 100% the same. Same inside diameter, different outside diameter. So we definitely have to switch it to use this clutch, and we definitely have to figure out which way it sits, because that is pretty important. I'm betting the bulge sticks on the outside. Yeah, it absolutely does. So we'll get that swapped out. I don't think I'm going to show this process because it's probably going to be like grueling with me because I don't have a press. So what I'll do is I'll set this in a vise and just try and tap it off with a hammer going upward probably. And then, so we're going to take this, we're going to put this through this hole here. And then I think that's in. So when it pushes the clutch, it goes like that. It's not in. It is in. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Once there's a little force on it, it's tight. So that's it. Let's see. Alright. That felt like it went in. It seems like it's in further than it was. All right. Let's see. Oh, man, the shifter is about to get me. So I guess what we want to do now is double check our discs are aligned with each other, because it's feeling like it's going into one clutch and it won't go into the second one. If that is the case, what we'll have to do is we can basically just loosen the pressure plate a little bit, realign it, and retighten the pressure plate, but I'd rather not do that. I don't think we need to. What the hell's hitting? What the fuck? Oh. Alright. Actually, a couple of the bolts actually are starting to line up. So, got two. So maybe I'm just going to start coming down on them. Hey guys, I just want to take a second to thank you for watching my channel and watching the video all the way through. In this video, we got the engine and transmission mated together, and that's really as far as we can go for now. We're going to set this engine and transmission to the side, and we're going to continue work on the S10, but we're going to concentrate on getting the chassis finished. So I haven't really showed anybody what is specifically done to this chassis. But we're going to break it all down for you, and we're going to show you what it takes to get an SFI certification on your chassis if you want to do drag racing. And so we're going to set this aside. We will do more episodes on it when we get the cooling system done and when we get the oiling system done. We also have to get the intake and exhaust manifolds on. So with that being said, there will be future content on this motor, but it will be a little while. We're going to concentrate on the chassis and just getting the roller all together and getting this engine into the roller. So stay tuned, and I hope you stay tuned for future episodes. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next episode.